Salut tout le monde, ici Cake. Aujourd'hui, on va continuer notre série de vampires. Dans le dernier épisode, on avait découvert Whitechapel. Donc, on va faire un petit tour, parler aux personnes qu'on n'a pas parlé. Bon, excuse-moi de le couper, mais...
Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Ok, on va y poser la question habituelle.
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Ok. C'est exactement ce que je voulais, des indices sur elle.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Ok, on a un indice sur l'autre dude, sur
you see
lui.
Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever. Madness. Something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Ok.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Ok, on n'a pas les indices requis.
Right then.
Check qu'est-ce qu'il y a à
Show me what
vendre.
you have.
Oh! Il y a beaucoup de stock. Hein, je me rappelle plus si c'est ça qu'on avait besoin que l'autre vendait 18. Morceau de poignet commun, ça on a besoin. On va les prendre. Petit morceau de poignet commun, on va les prendre. Oh, les autres sont chers, ça on n'avait pas de besoin. Ok, on va en rester là pour l'instant avec lui.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be
Excuse me,
afraid.
sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reid, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Ok, on a déjà un indice sur lui, on peut pas le convaincre.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Okay.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
May I ask?
I'll do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Ok. Ça c'était...
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Peterson.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be
Viennent de redébloquer un...
buying something, sir.
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Ok. Je pense pas qu'on ait débloqué quoi que ce soit d'autre. Il y a un inconnu là-bas.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Wow. Ok, fatigué, on n'a plus de remède pour ça.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Ok. C'était niveau 4.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London. then you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Ok.
Goodbye, miss.
C'est vrai
Take
qu'on a
care
fait
of
le
yourself
tour avec
as
elle,
best
là.
you can. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Do you know
Right.
Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So
Ok.
you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Ok.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
On va
Well,
checker
I
ce qu'il y a à
suppose I
dire.
can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No,
What is left then?
cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad. And dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Il va être dur à convaincre.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Ouais. La main au feu que ton Samuel est déjà mort, dude. Ok,
I
fait
have
que je
heard enough for tonight.
pense qu'on a fait le tour. Peux-tu rentrer dans l'église? Nope.
You look so pale, my lord.
Ok, ça va être vers notre mission secondaire. Ok, ça revient par là. Il y avait... un refuge quelque part... Ok, il est de l'autre côté. C'est tout? Oh.
I cannot enter.
Ok, anneau, étui à cigarette. Oh, on a d'autres traces de sang. Hmm. Je pense pas que ça soit le refuge. Je sais pas trop où est-ce qu'on est rentré. Ça a plus l'air à être les lieux du crime qu'un refuge. Je pensais que c'était une boîte, c'est un petit banc. Ah, refuge déverrouillé. Ok. On peut-tu refabriquer ça? Ok. On va... recycler tout ça. Ça... Oh yeah. Ok, fait que ça c'est quoi? Diminuer la consommation d'endurance. Oh! Écoute, 30 ça tomberait à 27, ça change vraiment pas grand chose. 10%, de 10%, puis de 10%. N'empêche que rendu au dernier niveau, on pourrait avoir 30% de moins. On va y mettre... Ok... Ça, on a plus assez. Ça, j'imagine qu'aussi... Ça, on pourrait, mais ça nous servirait pas à grand-chose. Vu qu'on utilise pas mal juste le bat à deux mains. Ok. On a... Oh, un peu d'argent ici. On a assez d'expérience pour augmenter un autre... Une autre fois, peut-être les dégâts. Non, c'est rendu 1000. Peut-être lui, ça vaudrait la peine. Non, 2000, wow. Lui, il va être aussi cher. 3000. Quantité de sang absorbée. Ok. Donc on va confirmer ça. La nuit suivante. Ok. Vu qu'on a soigné quelqu'un, le quartier est devenu stable. Fatigue. Migraine. Ok, fait qu'elle, on peut aller la soigner. Ok. Lui, il est rendu avec une bronchite, mais je sais pas il est où. Oh, puis lui, tout, il est rendu avec une migraine. Fudge. Ok, les docs. Fatigue, lui aussi, on pourrait aller le soigner. Ok, fait que tous les quartiers sont stables. C'est très bon. On va aller essayer de soigner sa fatigue à elle. Ouais, fait que comme c'est marqué en haut, on veut pas laisser le quartier descendre en dessous du seuil critique. Parce que les citoyens vont disparaître, les missions vont être perdues, puis de dangereuses créatures commenceront à rôder dans les rues. Fait que c'est pas ça qu'on veut pour l'instant. On va essayer de bouffer le plus de monde possible avant. Puis quand on va bouffer une couple de personnes, on va essayer d'en soigner une couple aussi pour garder le même niveau. C'est quoi qu'il y a en haut ici? Ok, si... pas jumper le bord, non? Ok. Oh, on peut rentrer ici.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reid, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams
Okay.
with glue.
Avant de te parler, je vais juste faire un petit tour pour voir...
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
ce qu'il y a de bon chez vous. Ok.
It's locked.
Lettre de refus. Ok, il voulait travailler au dock, ça n'a pas passé. Oh, on a un indice sur lui, c'est bon. Chasseur de vampires professionnel, oh boy. Ok.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Bilan de santé. Il est fatigué, on peut le soigner. Puis...
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Ok.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
On va y
You
aller
have a
pour
roof
ça.
over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reid. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Ok, il nous manque un indice.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities. But I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reid. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Bon. On a pas mal fait le tour.
Take care of yourself.
Even my dream.
Si on check. Personne dans le quartier. Ok, elle, faut aller la guérir. Lui, il a une migraine, on peut pas le guérir. Lui est en bonne santé, il nous manque 2 indices. Lui, il nous manque un indice. Donc, il y a lui qui est niveau 1 qu'on pourrait avoir. Ces deux-là qui sont niveau 1. puis le jeune. Les autres, c'est tout plus haut que 1. Encore beaucoup de personnes auxquelles on n'a pas encore parlé. Mais en tout cas, ça va être tout pour l'épisode d'aujourd'hui. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. Puis je vous revois dans le prochain épisode. Ciao!